I had a friend once named Dr. Charles R. Solomon. He's in heaven now, but back in 1976 in the summer, I was in Colorado and he spent 2 weeks with our group ministry that I was in. And he gave us training day and night, and I got to talk to him and got to befriend him, visited him at his home with his wife, Sue. And he had written a book called The Handbook of Happiness. And he told me that he experienced the Peter principle, which is you're promoted beyond your capability. What happened was he was an industrial engineer working in a corporation under a lot of pressure. His wife was having a baby, and he was having mental breaks with reality. And when the doctor said, "You had a baby," he thought the doctor said his mother had his baby. And he was on several hundred milligrams of Thorazine a day to calm himself down. And he was a Christian, but he cried out to God because he knew that his life was a mess. And the Lord in his sovereignty led him to Romans 6 about being dead to self and to sin and alive unto Christ. And if a person is crucified with Christ, he's no longer living, as Galatians 2:20 says. And he applied that to himself. He said, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ lives in me. And the life that I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. And I remember talking to him at a salad bar one day. And I said, Dr. Solomon, I got this fear of marriage. I got this image in my mind that if I ever got married, I would faint at the altar and they'd have to carry me out. And I just was afraid of the pressure and the exposure of myself to another individual. I just had a phobia against it. And he said, why don't you just drop dead to that? Just die. And I remember reaching for the tomatoes at the salad bar, and in my mind I thought, yeah, I'm going to die to myself right at this moment. And it's dead. No longer living. And what happened was by the time I went and sat down, I was experiencing freedom from that because I acknowledged that my old self was dead and alive to Christ. So my word today is drop dead, get on your knees and embrace the new life in Christ. Try it.